Good evening. Yes, it's your boy Canners again, and it's a very, very late Armoury TV special for you guys. The game's actually going on with Arsenal versus Everton at the moment. It's Arsenal 2, Everton 0. But yeah, do you know what? Let's do the intro before we get into everything. Welcome. Yes, and it's a late night Coco here. But nah, listen, we wanted to do a show earlier on, but thought actually, you know what, I'm going to be up. I'm going to be watching this game against Everton, see how we're lining up, how the players are doing. Let's actually talk a little bit about that first off. So first half, pretty strong team. Everyone was pretty much apart, you would say, from the fullbacks and obviously the keeper, Turner in goal, right back. You had Cedric, then you had Saliba starting, and Gabriel alongside Tavares. Then you had Xhaka, Odegaard, and Partey in midfield. Martinelli and Saka on the wings, and Gabriel Jesus up top. And listen, I have to say, looks very good. The presses, I think now we're starting to implement the more of a style of what Arteta has been hoping and has been wanting to get. So first 20 minutes look strong, look good. After like 40 minutes, Jesus capitalised on a bad back pass, but however, Pickford made a good save. But yeah, pretty much after that, 33 minutes, Jesus, we had a corner on the left-hand side, and ball swung over, really. Jesus was unmarked in the, at the back. To be fair, good touch, and then laced it top in the roof of the net. It's a good goal, good finish, striker's finish, and I guess his good pre-season continues. After that, pretty much then in the 36th minute, a couple of minutes later, Saka, a bit fortuitous in terms of them, but even though the initial move was good, it's a bit fortuitous as the ball came to him. But yeah, he calmly slotted it in, and that was 2-0 really. We've hardly looked troubled. We look pretty solid, to be fair. Nothing really much to kind of write home about. Second half, wholesale changes. You know, you got the likes of Maitland-Niles coming on, Bellerin, Nketiah, Holding, Pepe, El Neni, as I said, yeah. So, and I think they made some more changes really on the 70th minute when you had the likes of Reece Nelson, Sambi Lokonga, and Will Waters coming on as well. So, yeah, at the moment there's about 7 minutes plus stoppage time to go, and it's still Everton 0, Arsenal 2. So, but yeah, let's get into the show really, and let's talk about the transfers is pretty much the top of the topic really for the Arsenal at the moment. I really like actually at the moment where how it's all shaping up there. I'm pretty sure for us really to be excited really up until the end of the window, I would envisage at least another 2 or 3 signings coming in. One would be Zinchenko, I feel. I think that's going to happen sooner rather than later. As you can see here, talks have been going, positive talks really, as I said, on Saturday. And personal terms are not expected to be a problem for the Ukraine international, who will become Arsenal's 5th summer signing. It's a busy summer, to be fair. So obviously, it's someone who knows the Premiership well, who can also has that versatility that Arteta's looking for. Someone who can, at least, can be a backup for left back, can also slot in a more advanced position in midfield also as well. And I think it would be a very, very good addition. I think he was looking for someone like that, I guess, in Martinez, to have that little bit of flexibility. And he was also able to provide cover on the left-hand side. Yeah, listen, I'm going to get into some of these comments that are coming in for you guys who are the late nighters. Mr. Silver Fox, yeah, I'm live, bro. Do you know what I mean? I'm live and direct already. Yep, thank you very much. Big up yourself, Mr. Fox, man. Big yourself up. Energy, the energy in the first half was fire. Actually, there's a lot of like little interchange in plays, a lot of 1-2s. We look quite decent in spells, but obviously, this is pre-season and there's certain players looking to get that kind of bit of fluidity going. So I'm looking forward to how it all progresses. And listen, all this is for really is for the first game of the season against Palace, which is going to be a toughie. Bernice K74, how you doing, bro? For real, very comfortable. Yeah, I'm glad you'll see it the same way as well. I don't feel that there's any kind of I think Everton actually are going to be in trouble this season again. I just see Rob Holden take that absolute Michael, but yeah, I actually feel that Everton could well be in trouble. They do have a playing Calvert-Lewin, but apart from that, they're pretty bang average, to be fair. And we've been very comfortable. One thing I will note is we've got Pepe on, and I'm not sure really. It's a sad kind of sight, really. He's not doing himself any favors in this game. If it's someone who wants to leave, or or someone he wants to stay and fight for his place, he's it's a shame, man, because I'm not gonna lie, I was so excited when he signed for us, but look, I think it's something that we probably have to move on with. Hopefully we can get a decent fee for him. I think, that being said, it might well be a case of we might need to get another winger in. But yeah, let's crack on with some more transfer news, really. And pretty much, as we know, Fabrizio Romano is someone who's in the know. And basically he's confirming for us, really, that Arsenal's priority is for Saka to sign a long-term deal. I think that's going to drag on a little bit. I don't think it will be done anytime soon, to be fair. I know obviously they've been working on it, but yeah, it says here Saka's contract has always been Arsenal's priority. Talks are still ongoing with his agent in order to reach full agreement on a long-term deal. Saka's happy with Arsenal project, discussing on salary details. Now, you would say yes, very positive there. I mean, the major thing is that he's happy with the direction and the project that Arsenal are going on with. And I think really and truly it's just a case now of sorting out the financials with him. And that shouldn't really be a problem, to be fair. He's going to be in for one heck of a pay rise, isn't he? Because his importance to the team is, you would say, is up there with the best of them, with our top earners. So I'm pretty sure he would put that in his agent will be, listen, Edu and whoever know those kind of things in the discussions, and making sure that he's appropriately compensated. So yeah. Yeah, we got a Chelsea man. What's happening there? NS Sports TV. How you doing, mate? Hey. Big up yourself too, brother. Big up. Yeah, so it's stressing me out seeing Bellerin with that arm. Yeah. Um, yeah, to be fair, it's not going to be. I don't think I don't think he's going to be at that club much longer. But yeah, I think this right now is just obviously he's been professional, um, and he's someone who's looking really for us to move on and get some money for. And I think the ball's just got out there for like 3 minutes to go. So game's done. Everyone's just obviously now using it as a proper fitness game now, just getting in those yards for fitness. Yeah, so that's positive really. Going back to the Saka piece there, um, you know, he's someone who I think could be an Arsenal legend really. If we build a successful team, it would be so good for him to kind of have that success with us, coming up through the ranks and everything. So yeah, that would be great if that happens. So also as well, is news of a defender. Now I'm not sure about this really. 50 million 50 million euros for Edmund Sober, sorry. Not gonna lie, not heard anything really about him. Looks a unit though, if you look at him here, flip's sake. But can he play? I think the thing is though, the amount of players we're actually kind of going to be linked with is going to be nuts really. We have got X amount of money, quite a bit of money, and everyone's going to be speculating on the types of players or the players that we should be going for. But I don't feel that this is an actual something that we'll be going for. And as I know there's talk about actually Gabriel leaving. Because with Juventus putting in bids, how true that is or not, I don't know. But that whole thing, there's smoke, fire, and all that kind of stuff. So there might be some dialogue going on between the two clubs about him, and it might be then looking to bring someone like this guy in, Edmund Tapsoba. But I have to say today, Gabriel and Saliba today look very good in that first half. I do like the look of Saliba today. He himself is a pretty much similar frame to this guy. Saliba is a 6'4" as well, so is Saliba. And he looked very strong and quick and comfortable on the ball. And that's something really which I'm looking more and more to see. So yeah, it'd be good actually to see Saliba get more of a run and provide that extra bit of competition really for the likes of White. So yeah, that'll be interesting. But I'm not too sure whether or not this will have any legs. I'll be very surprised if we did spend that kind of money on someone who's not going to be a first choice centre back. Yes, so what can I say? Last little bit I had really, I know there's talks about Leroy Sané, etc. That maybe, you never know, maybe the winger what we're looking for also as well. There's talks about Pablo Dybala. That's something that could have legs simply because it sounds like a very Arsenal transfer with someone being, a free transfer, etc. But how many strikers do we need? But yeah, lastly, was talk about this kid, Carney Chukwuemeka, who's at Aston Villa. And to be fair, I've seen this kid play, decent player. But the thing is, though, they're talking about saying that we have to spend 20 million to get this kid. He's coming. I don't think that 20 million is way off the mark there. To me, this kid, what it is that his contract will be coming up for expiry soon, and 20 million for someone who's 18. Listen, he is decent, but I don't believe. I think 20 million is a very, very way off the mark price for this kid. But if it was a regular transfer, then I would say 20. You know, if he had time on his contract, then 20 million would be kind of like the price. But is he someone that's going to start in our midfield? And I don't think we actually need any more players that are up and coming. We need actual players that are better than our first 11 now. If we can find them, then we bring them in. And that's why I think like the next few players, I would say, who are strongly linked to coming to us would be your Tielemans, Zinchenko. I don't know, man. I think we're going to get a winger. The thing is, I had it on very high authority that we put in bids for Rafinha, 2 bids, and they, even though they were kind of rejected, we had a limit in terms of the price, and we didn't get there. And obviously the player wanted Barcelona anyway. But we look, and let's see what happens. Listen, that's going to be pretty much it, really. The game has finished. As I said, I think, it is Arsenal 2, Everton 0, goals from Jesus and Saka. But yeah, listen, we're looking very decent, actually. Some nice little change in interplay. Thomas Partey looked very composed and assured as well. Some nice touches. It would be nice actually to see an upgrade on number 34. To be fair, there was a couple of sloppy passes in there which kind of like made you tearing your hair out and stuff. So we kind of think, oh, here we go again. But Jesus, I love his energy at the moment. I think he's going to be someone who's going to be loved by the Arsenal faithful. And again, he took his goal very well. So look, listen, I'm going to pretty much leave it there. Gumzo, big up yourself, brother. I hope you're all well. Yeah, I'm going to leave it there, really. And I guess please like, subscribe if you haven't done so already. The Armoury will be coming up with more and more streams this coming week. Obviously, the more news that comes in with the Arsenal, especially with transfers, etc., will be straight off the button, and putting in some work there and getting some streams and contents for you guys. But again, thank you very much for it's 2 a.m. now, 10 past 2. I'm gonna sign off, man, and I think how would I say, I'll bid you adieu and good night. Come on, you Gunners.